Just interesting. I talk to so many business owners who say, if it's not a right to work state, it's almost a cultural thing. That if you're not a right to work state, it means you give a lot of power to the unions and that you treat businesses badly. It's almost like a red flag for a lot of employers. The reason that you've got these, $1 trillion of unfunded liabilities across the country in these public employee pension systems and their healthcare systems, because Republicans and Democrats, gave away the farm because the costs wouldn't emerge 10 or 20 years later, and they'd be long gone and forgotten. So the middle class family has lost $2,000 of income in real purchasing power since the recovery began. So this is, for half of American families, this is no recovery at all. It's still a recession. I would fix the tax system. I would just blow it up and start over again. Let's have something that brings jobs to the United States and makes us competitive. The days of the United States moving forward with the highest income tax rate in the world for corporations and businesses that puts us in a natural disadvantage. We should be one of the lowest income tax rate countries, not one of the highest. We should eliminate things that destroy jobs. So that means repeal or delay for many, many years the implementation of Obamacare, which even the Congressional Budget Office says will destroy 3 million jobs. And finally, I think it's almost just a psychological, cultural thing in Washington that we've treated businesses like they're ATM machines. Like they're just, the purpose of a business is to pay more taxes to pay for government services. And the problem is, that's one of the reasons small businesses aren't expanding. By the way, if you look at businesses today, they're sitting on $1 to $2 trillion of capital. So there's a lot of money that could be reinvested in the economy. It should be, but it isn't, because there's a fear factor out there among businesses that as soon as they invest or as soon as they hire more workers, some new shoe is going to drop on them from Washington. If you look at the election, it's not really hard to understand why he won. The one exit poll explains everything, and that was the question: who do you think cares more about people like you? And Barack Obama won that 60-30. And the Republicans were the problem. They didn't enunciate and articulate to the American people an alternative vision that they found compelling. And that's a big problem for the Republicans to this day. They still haven't done that. They still haven't explained, like when you ask me, what do you do to create jobs? They don't have an answer to that. They say, well, we're going to get rid of Obamacare or something. I'm all for that, and it's an important first step. But they need to be a positive, they have to be the solutions party. And right now, they're not the solutions party. They're kind of just against what Obama is for. And I'm against most of what Obama is for. But I think the party needs new leadership. It needs, where's the next Jack Kemp? Where's the next Newt Gingrich? Where's the next Ronald Reagan? We're all in search of that. Someone who can really articulate a message of optimism. Too often the Republicans are too pessimistic and too pouty. Republicans have to basically make this point that that they can help the middle class, and that they're not just for the rich, and that they care about working people. And so far they just haven't really done a very good job of that. I believe, as Reagan said, that it's divine inspiration that put America here as this beacon of freedom, and I think it's almost in our DNA as Americans that we won't move down the failed path of socialism. And I just that's almost a religious faith to me.